Promise you, I am not going to do some bird calls here. Not even sure why I would. This one is called the 424 Asymmetric Pigeon. I don't know what fwxm is. It is based on another version. However, this is version 2.3. The based on is from the same creator, though. This was tested out with Luton Town and brought them up to 9th place, 60 points, 69 goals. So it looks like it did somewhat well. But with the summer here, I figured I got to try some different tactics. I got to try some really funky shapes here and see how they do. So we're going to try it out with our three teams as usual: Liverpool, Aston Villa in the Premier League, and our championship side of Ipswich Town. With that said, let's just jump in the Premier League. Well, now we are talking Liverpool in first place. We've seen their first place a couple of times, especially in the last couple of tactics. 92 points is getting up to where it should be. 118 goals for is fantastic. Aston Villa, though, the real kicker, 90 points, 108 goals. This worked. Unfortunately for the domestic cups, Carabao Cup quarterfinal is where Liverpool lose out to Manchester United. They're bitter rivals in penalties. However, FA Cup final, you get the trophy, you kick the absolute ever-loving crap out of Manchester City, and Robertson was sent off in the 35. That is insane. But now, very disappointing. You got the ever-living crap kicked out of you, 2-5 in PSG in Paris in the round of 16 of the Europa League. You do win the second one 4-2, but unfortunately you can't beat them like you did with Barcelona. 4-2, you win out just not by enough, and you lose out to PSG in the round of 16 of the Europa League. So clearly, Premier League is fantastic. I mean, obviously, tops of the league. You got trophy number one. You get trophy number two with the FA Cup. You do lose out in the quarters, which is a little bit disappointing, especially to Manchester United. And the round of 16 to PSG is very disappointing. But overall, Premier League, FA Cup, two pretty nice trophies to get. Stats wise, not as many green as we'd like, but still plenty of it. 30 goals for Nunez, Jota with 24, as is McAllister. Where is Salah? Salah all the way down in, what is that, 5th place, 16 goals? Oh. 30 assists though for Robertson, 21 for Trent, and then average rating Alex McAllister with a 7.45. Well, since Liverpool didn't win it, Aston Villa did. Carabao Cup final 3-0 over Chelsea. What a thrashing there. And you do beat Ipswich Town twice to get to that road. But FA Cup quarters is where you lose out to Norwich. Somehow Norwich. They got to another final, but unfortunately not coming away with it. Lille 1-3 in the Conference League final. Wow. So overall, Premier League second place is phenomenal for Aston Villa. Well done. Winners of the Carabao Cup, another fantastic piece. Conference League runners-up is good. Don't get me wrong. It is definitely good, fantastic. You just wish you got those couple more goals. But FA Cup quarters, I mean, still not too bad, but you dropped out by Norwich. Squad-wise, it is a nice sea of green for Aston Villa, who don't get usually as much as Liverpool do. 35 goals for Ali, or 34 goals for Ollie Watkins. Well done. 26 for Diaby and Zaniolo. 23 for Ramsey. Wow. 31 assists for Douglas Luiz. That is phenomenal. 26 for Digne. And then average rating Jacob Ramsey with a 7.51. Data hub for Liverpool, clearly attacking wise. We've seen it time and time again. You got a couple dribbles in there. You are missing the fouls per game. You've got a fantastic set of defensive pieces though too. Goals per game 3.11. Holy crap. 0.97 conceded. 1.10 expected goals against though. Aston Villa doing a phenomenal job attacking wise as well. Defensively, same as Liverpool. Goals per game 2.84. Very good job from them. 1.18 conceded, and then expected goals against is 1.22. Most points per game, Liverpool with 2.42 and Aston Villa with 2.37. But Premier League stats overall, Liverpool in first with 118 goals. Aston Villa second with 108. Very good job there. Few shots against, Liverpool in third with 300 flat. 7th place Aston Villa with 358. Most possession, Liverpool with 56%. Dribbles made, Liverpool in 6th with 653. Aston Villa in 7th with 641. Nope. But most shots for Liverpool in first with 729. Aston Villa in second with 664. But now the last couple times Liverpool and Aston Villa have done really well. What has Ipswich done? Came in first. 110 points here. 139 goals for is insane. I mean, that is 12 points off of Norwich in second. Very well done. And doing a phenomenal job on the domestic cups as well. Carabao Cup semifinals. You're unfortunately, like we saw, already out against Aston Villa in the semifinal, but you get to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup against Man City and you only lose by 1. So overall, clearly the championship is where it is at. First place by a long shot. FA Cup, you did not do all that great. Nope. FA Cup, you did not do a bad job at all. Carabao Cup, even better. Overall, I would say this is a very successful season for Ipswich Town. And squad-wise, goals, 16 for Hirsch. That is pretty low, but he's got the 44 starts. 15 for Caden Jackson and Chaplin as well. Assists, 14 for Sam Morsey, interestingly enough. But all the way down to 8 with Luongo. I'm assuming Leif Davis is no longer here, and I am not seeing him, so he's probably off to PSG yet again. But average rating, Caden Jackson with a 716. Most points per game for Ipswich Town, 2.39. But championship stats overall, most goals in first with 139. That is just insane. Fewest shots against, second with 364. Most possession all the way down in sixth with 55%, so about average. Most dribbles made, 810. And then most shots for, 809 in first place. But let us take a look at this funky shape tactic right now. Sweeper, keeper, and defend is where you start out, and individual player instructions are there already. Fullback in attack on the left, an inverted wingback in support on the right, with ball-playing defenders in defend. Roaming playmaker in support next to a Segundo Volante in attack, an attacking midfielder in attack on the leftish side, a winger in support on the right, a complete forward, in support in the center spot, and then an advanced forward in attack, kind of pushed off to the left. Attacking mentality, in possession attacking width is narrow, approach play is passed to space, overlap on the left but underlap on the right, focus play down the left, passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses, run at defense and be more disciplined. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent your goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, step up more, and invite crosses. But overall, how did it do for these three teams? Absolutely phenomenal. 110 points, clear winners for Ipswich Town. Very well done. Liverpool, again, coming up first in several of the tactics that we've seen lately. Aston Villa kind of varying from, I forget what it was, like 7th to 5th to 2nd. But this one definitely worked for them very well, at least in this save. Obviously, if you do this save 10 different times, you could come up with completely different results. But overall, the basics are the same. The numbers hopefully are roughly similar. I think this worked very well with such a funky asymmetric piece to it. I can't wait to see more of it. But that is it for me, Sefin FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.